Assalamu alaikum respected doctors, welcome to my YouTube channel MBBS and BDS lectures. Today is the sixth video of repeat revision course of complete denture prosthodontics, which is very important for NLE exam as well as for MDS and final year exam. Now in today's video we will discuss about occlusal rim. In fifth videos we already discussed about record base. On above the record base we make occlusal wax rim, then after occlusal wax rim we take maxillomandibular relationship. Now in today's video we will discuss about occlusal rim in detail. First, what is occlusal rim? Occlusal rim is occluding surfaces constructed on record bases. Mean above the record bases we make rim by rim of wax to take maxillomandibular relationship. Mean these are the occluding surfaces. Occlusal rim is occluding surfaces constructed on record basis for purpose of making maxillomandibular relationship record and for arranging artificial teeth. In these occlusal rim we arrange artificial teeth, like here in occlusal rim we take the maxillomandibular relationship, mean vertical and horizontal jaw relation, and then we arrange artificial teeth in these occlusal wax rim. Now look at figure 4.2. These are the occlusal rim, also known as occlusal rim, also known as bite rim and record rim. Remember, because patient bite on this rim, therefore known as bite rim or record rim. Why record rim? Because we take maxillomandibular record, mean relationship horizontal and vertical. And why called occlusal rim? Because it forms the occluding surface on which patient occlude. The borders of the record bases and the polished surfaces of occlusal rim should be smooth. Mean the borders of the record bases, these are the record bases, should be smooth, and polished surfaces of occlusal rim should be smooth and round, since smooth and round surfaces are conducive to patient comfort and relaxation. Mean for patient comfort and relaxation. Now come to the material used in construction of occlusal rim. Mean by from which material we make these occlusal rim. Number one, bite block wax. With the help of bite block wax we make occlusal rim. Second is the base plate wax, and third is the modeling compound. These are the three materials which are used in construction of occlusal rims. But mostly in our lab, prosthodontics lab, we use base plate wax. Now, why we use wax for occlusal rim? Wax is used more frequently since it is easier to manage in the registration and in arranging teeth. Mean wax is why we use wax mostly. Wax is used more frequently since it is easier to manage in the registration. Mean during recording jaw registration it is easier to manage because we can add more wax and we can reduce wax by hitting the spatula. And in arranging teeth, during arranging teeth, again we can add wax in occlusal rim and we can remove wax, therefore we use wax. Now come to the uses of occlusal rims. There are 5 uses of occlusal rims. Number 1, establishment of arch form. Mean with the help of occlusal rim we establish arch form mean neutral zone. In this neutral zone, we will arrange the teeth. In neutral zone, from one side there is a tongue and other side there is a masseter muscle, which masseter muscle move the teeth toward tongue, and tongue move the teeth toward masseter muscle, and these two opposite forces cancel one another effect. In the result, there will be no forces on teeth. This zone is known as neutral zone. Mean the first use of occlusal rim is establishment of arch form, mean neutral zone. Look at this diagram, figure 4.8. There is a arch form, mean neutral zone. Second use of occlusal rim is support of facial musculature. Mean occlusal rim support the face muscle. Mean if occlusal rim is thick, more thickened, in the result there will be lip fullness. Mean it full the lip upward, there will be anesthetic appearance. If occlusal rim is more thin, there will be depressed area. Mean there for occlusal rim we will discuss further. There should be accurate dimension in interior and posterior region, mean accurate width, accurate height. Mean support of facial musculature. Look at figure 4.9. In figure 4.9 there is a lip fullness. Now if there is a in first diagram there is a too full, mean the occlusal rim is more thick, there is a too full, mean too much fullness of the lip. In second picture there is an inadequate thickness of occlusal rim. In the result there will be depressed area. But in third picture there is a correct occlusal rim, mean correct lip facial muscle support. Now the position of the lip and cheeks are important in the recording of maxillomandibular relations. Mean in recording of maxillomandibular relations, the position of lip and cheeks are important. The proper contouring of occlusal rim per lip and cheek support allow the muscle of facial expression to act in normal manner. Mean if there is a proper contouring of occlusal rim per lip and cheek support allow the muscle of facial expression to act in a normal manner. Third use of occlusal rim is the establish the level or height of occlusal plane. Mean it tell about the height of occlusal plane. Look at figure 4.7. The height of occlusal plane mean the height of occlusal area in which we arrange the teeth. Number 4, in determining of jaw relation, which include determination of vertical dimension and determination of horizontal, means centric and eccentric jaw relationship. Look at figure 4.4, vertical and horizontal jaw relations. Now come to the fifth use of occlusal rim is the in selection of teeth. Now in selection of teeth, first the position of midline can be determined. Mean the position of midline we mark, mean the position of midline for arranging the teeth we mark on the occlusal rim, which is shown in diagram by ML, midline. Second, canine line. Mean first we draw a midline on occlusal rim, then we draw a canine line, which is CL line. The canine line, also known as cuspid line, are drawn at the corner of the mouth on each side. Width of interior teeth, mean width of interior 6 teeth, mean from canine to canine, is equal to the distance between the two canine line. Mean when we draw two canine line, one from one side and second from other side, the width of these 6 anterior teeth from canine to canine should equal to the distance between two canine line plus we add 7 mm. The width of posterior teeth is equal to distance between the canine line and the end of the wax rim posteriorly. Mean the width of the posterior teeth is equal to the distance between the canine line, mean from one side to the canine line, and on the same side the end of the wax rim posteriorly. This is the per posterior teeth, mean the width of posterior teeth. Now come to the high length of anterior teeth is determined by drawing high lip line, also known as gum line or smile line, when patient smiling. Mean the high line, mean HL, high line HLL, mean high lip line. With the high length of anterior teeth is determined by drawing high lip line, mean gum line or smiling line. When patient smiling, the whole of anterior incisor should be seen. Mean during smiling, the whole of anterior incisor should be seen for aesthetic purpose. If therefore 2 mm of incisal edges of anterior teeth should be placed below the lip. In D, the low lip line, LLL, low lip line, also known as speaking line or relaxed lip line, is a line drawn on wax rim when lip is relaxed. Mean low lip line is taken in the relaxed condition and high lip line is taken when during smiling of patient. And in case 2 mm of anterior teeth should be seen, mean 2 mm of anterior teeth should be seen from low lip line and also from high lip line. But from this is all about in selection of teeth. And the sixth use of occlusal rim is the setting up of teeth. We set teeth in the in occlusal rim. Now come to the after uses of occlusal rim, come to the measurement of the maxillary occlusal rim and then measurement of the mandibular occlusal rim. Remember in exam this is very important, is for viva as well as for theory and MCQs, measurement of maxillary occlusal rim and mandibular occlusal rim. Now in measurement of maxillary occlusal rim, it should be directly over the crest of residual ridge. Mean we should place the occlusal rim over the crest of residual alveolar ridge, mean height crest. Second, the interior edge of the maxillary rim. The interior edge of the maxillary rim should have a slight labial inclination, mean we should slightly place labial inclination. Look at in diagram in blue, slight labial inclination, mean maxillary occlusal rim in interior region should be not parallel, should be not straight line, it should be slight labial inclination, and the maxillary labial surface should be at least 8 mm anterior to the, and the maxillary labial surface should be about 8 mm anterior to the line bisecting the incisive pupilla. Mean the line bisecting the incisive pupilla, the maxillary labial surface should be 8 mm anterior to incisive pupilla, mean the line intersecting the incisive pupilla. Next is the third, the final wax rim should be 4 mm width anteriorly, mean the width of maxillary occlusal rim in interior region should be 4 mm and gradually become wider posteriorly to mere 7 mm, because posteriorly there is a more width of the premolar and molars. In interior region there is a less width, therefore we should place width up in occlusal rim in interior region only 4 mm. Fourth, the occlusal height of maxillary rim. Occlusal height. Again in the first blue diagram, the occlusal height of maxillary rim should be 22 mm high from the depth of the sulcus at the region of canine eminence lateral to the labial frenum, and 18 mm high when measured from the depth of the sulcus in the posterior region. Meaning in interior region it should be 22 mm and in posterior region it should be 18 mm. From the buccal bulge to tuberosity region means simply the width of maxillary occlusal rim in interior region is 4 mm, posterior region 7 mm, and the height in interior region 22 mm and posterior region 18 mm. And the occlusal rim should be placed directly on the crest of the ridge, and the interior edge of maxillary rim should place slightly in labial inclination and should be 8 mm away from the line bisecting the incisive fibula. Now come to the measurement of the mandibular occlusal rim. Number 1, it should occupy the space over the crest of residual ridge, mean above, again should be placed above the crest of residual ridge like in maxillary. Second, mandibular incisal edge should be at the level of lower lip. The mandibular incisal edge should be at the level of lower lip and above 2 mm behind the maxillary incisal edge. Mean the mandibular incisal edge should be at the level of lower lip. Mean the mandibular occlusal rim incisal edge should be at the level of the lower lip and 2 mm behind the maxillary incisal edge. Mean 2 mm behind from the maxillary incisal edge. Look at in first diagram. Where in yellow they show the model, mean the mandibular incisor edge are the level of lower lip and the about 2 mm behind the maxillary incisal edge. Look at 2 mm behind from maxillary incisal edge. Third, the final wax rim, again the width in interior region same like per maxillary. In interior region the width per mandibular and maxillary same. In interior region 4 mm and posterior 7 mm. The occlusal height per maxillary in interior region 22 mm and posterior 18 mm, but per mandibular in interior is 18 mm and in posterior 2/3 of the retromolar pad height. Mean if we make 3 part of the retromolar pad height, it should be 2 part, mean 1 part less than height of the retromolar pad. The occlusal height of mandibular rim should be 18 mm high from the depth of the sulcus at the region of canine eminence, mean lateral to the labial frenum, and the occlusal plane should flush to 2/3 height of the retromolar pad in the posterior region. Mean the posterior dimension of mandibular occlusal rim are not in mm, it should be 2/3 of the retromolar height. This is all about measurement of the mandibular occlusal rim. Now today our 6th video of rapid revision course of complete denture prosthodontics is complete. If you like my video, press the like button and share this video with your friends. If you are new to my channel, subscribe my channel by pressing the red subscribe button and also press the bell icon in order to receive my each new video notification. For watching my videos, I am very thankful to you. Thank you very much.